Don't be alarmed. This is not a trailer for a podcast. Well, sort of. It's a live stream show you can catch every Wednesday night called My Thoughts No One Asked For, where I share my thoughts none of you asked for, or probably even care about, but I'm gonna share them anyway. I honestly wanted to start this show because I have a hard time relating to most content creators my age. So instead of complaining about what I don't see enough of, I'm just gonna do it myself. Now, I'm not saying that this show is always going to be super mature and serious, but I do want a space for us young adults to talk about anything, especially our real life experiences that we can all relate to, not just the perfect flashy lives people pretend to live on the internet. It's a safe space, but not for stupidity or ignorance. So if you have a habit of being dumb, both on purpose and unintentionally, you're not welcome. Leave that shit on Twitter. It's basically a really long yap session where we ramble about things we're passionate about, vent about shit that annoys us, and even have debates. Respectful debates, though.
So it's basically a podcast.
No, it's a live stream show.
So a live streamed podcast.
Just be there Wednesday. Or don't. Either way, I'll be live running my mouth regardless. So I already let you guys know in this season of my YouTube series that I did have intentions on starting to stream, but I had plans and I had a very specific way that I wanted to do it. And so this is why. I didn't want to just turn on a stream and then upload a link one day and be like, hey guys, I'm streaming, come join me. Like, I can't seem to always do things in such a simple way. I have to be a little bit extra. I have to be a lot more creative and intentional behind it. And so I took time with planning and really making sure that I was really confident in what I was doing. And here we are. So I wanted to combine my interest for doing a podcast, but also live streaming, mainly just doing live content, because with me consuming a lot of content, most of it is live. I love going on my phone, watching someone talking live, doing anything live in real time. Like, I'll go back and catch, uploads and stuff, but I think people kind of underestimate people who really enjoy watching live content because it makes it more interactive and it helps your audience be more involved in your content. But the reason why I thought it was best for me to try to blend the podcast and stream element is because I'm a very organized person in real life, and I'm also like that with my content. I'm learning that now. Even throughout doing this season of my YouTube series, I decided in the middle of doing it that it was going to be season based and that I would take breaks in between and kind of let the ideas, the titles, the concepts of the videos come off naturally based off what I was dealing with at the time of my life and simply based off what I had to say. I started off trying to do more vlog type content. I tried to vlog my birthday trip. I hated it. I didn't want to hold a camera. I wanted to enjoy my birthday. I don't want it to feel like, oh, I need to be a vlogger. And if I'm going on a trip or if I'm going on a grocery run, let me just walk around with a camera and vlog that. I'm just not that kind of content creator. So moving forward, y'all can always expect all content from me to always be very structured and organized. It's not going to be all over the place. You're never going to be confused. Everything's going to have a place. Everything's going to have an area. Everything's going to be very clear. And it's not even for you. It's mainly for me. It's just more comfortable for me because my brain is so all over the place. I'm not a content creator that just wants to do one thing. So I'm gonna have to organize it, yes, for you, so you can pick and choose what you want to watch. But also for me, I have to organize it because in my brain it feels crazy. And knowing all of these ideas and these things that I want to do coming down the line, I have no choice but to organize it and put things in a certain place, do things a certain way, so everything blends well together. So originally my short film that I already put out was supposed to be more blended with the explaining the idea or the concept of my thoughts no one asked for. And then later on it just turned into separating the two. So just a short film, and then that's why I released a trailer separately. With the trailer, I wanted to play on the joke of everyone's reaction when like people announce they're gonna like have a podcast. Like, oh, of course, like another person with a microphone talking, running their mouth, thinking that their opinions matter. Like, oh, of course. And so that's why I kind of tried to like reiterate it's not a podcast, even though essentially it is. But for me, I'm trying to get in the habit of calling it my show because it is its own standalone thing. And yes, I'm going to do other streams. I'm going to do other concept streams. Just have different genres of content for sure. Just the whole feel and vibe of it is going to feel like a my own talk show, but like you're also going to be able to interact with it as well. And as I grow and build an audience, I will want you guys to be a part of it and be a part of the show in every way possible. So when it comes to this strong ambition to pursue these creative endeavors, it began from a very deep self isolation started from my 60-day cleanse. So, what brought me to that point to even consider something like that was that I knew that I had vices and habits that I needed to get rid of. And I made the decision and the commitment to better myself and to at least try. I didn't know if I was gonna fully go through with it. I wanted to at least try, and doing the prompts every day and journaling and doing a lot of like internal work, isolated from everyone, it was very helpful for me. And I think some people praise self isolation. Some people kind of say that it's a bad idea. I obviously don't think that anyone should choose to isolate themselves for the rest of their lives. I don't think that that's a way people should live. I do think that it should be normalized to take isolation, periods to complete whatever goals you personally want to accomplish. Whether that's 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks, or 6 months, whatever personally works for you or that you think is necessary to make the changes in yourself or to accomplish certain goals, I think more people should do that. I think more people should be isolated. I think more people should be selfish. Even after completing the cleanse, I'm still in a self isolation. For some reason, I just really don't have a strong desire to maintain multiple relationships with people. I don't know if it's because of my ADHD. I don't know if it's because of my medication for my ADHD. I don't know if it's because I'm so locked in and focused on accomplishing my goals that I'm so tunnel visioned and I just naturally don't care to be involved with what anyone else has going on, or it could be all of it. I don't know. But I just genuinely naturally just don't I don't care to talk to people. I don't want to talk on the phone. I don't want to go anywhere. I don't feel obligated, like, I am a human. I'm a person, and because I'm looking at other people around my age, they have a lot of friends and they're doing these things. For the first time, I don't feel like I have to do that. Like I don't feel like it's necessary right now. I don't necessarily feel bad about that because I don't think for the rest of my life I'm just like gonna be in my own bubble. I just think that I'm being more selfish so I can accomplish some goals and make sure that I like myself as much as possible. I personally watch a lot of people give a whole lot more of themselves that they should and care a whole lot more about other people's lives than their own. And I just see how that drains people and it just mentally fucks people up. And I choose not to live like that. Hey, if I am looking on the phone and I don't want to answer the phone, or if I'm not in the mood to talk, I won't talk to you. And it's not that I have like a beef with you or a real life problem. It's just like I naturally, one, just don't have anything to say most of the time. And two, it's just like I don't want to talk to anybody. I can't even necessarily put it into many words where it can make sense. It's just a very natural, strong feeling that it's just not something that feels necessary in my life. Boyfriends included. Like I don't care to have a boyfriend right now. I don't care to go out and seek friends and make friends and just hang out, just be around in multiple social settings. And I feel like also one of the main reasons is when you see how much you blossom and you flourish on your own, and when you're really focused on you and what you want to do, you're going to want to stay in that for a little longer, just until you check off a couple things on your to-do list, and then I'll get back into social spaces, but still using my discernment, just not fully jumping back into it, but the door will be open to form more relationships. Right now, it's closed, it's locked, not interested in opening it. I just think I've been sick of procrastinating, not doing things that I've been wanting to do because I'm distracted by other people, by boys, by friendships, by other people's problems. I definitely use self isolation as a shield, but only temporarily, because I know that I can't control other people, right? I can only control myself. And when I'm in a certain period of my time, like right now, where I'm not really in the mood for bullshit and for games with people and for people to be weird and move how they want to move in my life, yeah, you're just gonna stay out there. Cause I gotta make sure that I got my shit together. I gotta make sure that I accomplish my goals and that I'm in a right mental state. So that way, once I do open myself up to these social settings and then weird things happen, or, you know, people start to act funny, then I'm finally in a place then to not allow that to take over me and affect what I have going on. Now I'm distracted. Now I can't film this video that I said I was going to do because I'm crying over this boy. Now I'm not going to be able to focus and start planning these streams because certain people I thought, you know, I was cool with or I was friends with started moving funny. Like, I'm not about to deal with that. There's a lot of things that you deal with that you can avoid. And one of the ways I choose to avoid conflict and just me not feeling good is to be very, very picky about who is even allowed to speak to me. And then also just let people be who they are, not trying to change people, not trying to expect you out of others. Like, once I started thinking like that, I've been a lot more chill, and I don't have to take many things personally. I can confidently say right now I'm finally happy with the person that I am and the person that I'm becoming. And I feel like I sound really like old saying that, because it's like, girl, you're only 22. With me being a person that does constant self-reflection, there have been multiple different versions of me in the past couple years, and this version of me for the past few months, I have thoroughly been pleased with, just as far as the way that I think, the way that I carry myself, the way that I handle situations, the way that I approach conflict, or just when I think about the person I was a year ago and the person I am today, or the person I was 2 years ago versus the person I am today, I would pick me now over any other me's. And it's weird because at the top of the year, I couldn't really confidently say that. I couldn't really say at the top of 2025 that I was 100% happy with myself. And because I identified problems or identified things that I wanted to change and I changed it, I'm very proud of that. And like, some people may not see that in me or may not know that about me, but that's something that I'm constantly like happy about, because it's like, damn, like, I used to do this, now I handle it this way. Or I used to react this way, but now I handle it this way. Or I used to hold in all of these creative ideas and be able to think so narrow minded, and I used to compare myself a lot to other people, and now I'm just not doing that anymore. Like, I'm just being me, I'm just creating freely, and that's what's constantly like pumping me up every day. Like, I'm just constantly like, damn, I'm proud of me. Like, I'm very, very happy with myself. Like, damn, like, I really have grown, like, in a lot of ways. And I really love that for myself. And don't nobody else got to see it or care or know. But I do. And although I can't promise y'all that I'm 100% confident in myself internally and externally, I am 100% confident in my creative abilities. I have really surprised myself and have finally put energy towards things that I assumed that I possibly could do, and like actually putting belt to ass and actually taking something from my brain and making it come to life in a way that I actually wanted it to. Like I didn't settle for less quality or for something that's just halfway there, which is what I usually do. But it's like no, like I said, hey, I want this to be this. This is what I want. And of course, sometimes I change my mind. Of course, I kind of came up with even more ideas and I switched things around. But I definitely have kept promises to myself and said, hey, this is what I want to do. I'm going to get it done. And I think that that's super, super awesome. And I'm like really, really happy about it all the time. I feel like deep down, I've always been confident in myself creatively. Like even when I was a kid, I've always like known that I'm necessary in this like social media entertainment thing world. Like I've always known that like I'm supposed to be in this. Didn't really know my specific placement, but deep down I've always been very confident in that. That's why I've never stopped or really fully let it go. Definitely now that I am in a much more authentic space creatively, I can say that I really do think that I'm necessary in this content space. And not even just because I'm black and just because I'm a young black girl, but like also just based off the general type of content that we see too much of or just what feels oversaturated. We need more people in the content space that wants to start trends or that wants to create new lanes more than people that want to follow trends. And I think right now we're seeing too many people that want to imitate and not enough people that want to start their own shit, start their own wave, or and not even starting anything with the intention of wanting people to follow you or copy you. Cause I mean, that's going to come regardless, but just wanting to separate yourself and not wanting to blend in. I think we need more people that want to stand out. I think with my thoughts, no one asks for alone is going to be very, very important and necessary just with the types of discussions I have. I was putting together the topics that I wanted to discuss for the first episode, and I'm just like, this is stuff that I really don't hear people talk about. Like, this is really conversations that I feel like people don't come from this point of view or just don't highlight this perspective, especially at this point. I mean, maybe I'm like a little delusional. I don't know. But like, no one can tell me that this content shit isn't going to work out for me. Like, I'm very confident I'll be one of the best content creators, one of the best female content creators, period. I'm not even going to isolate it to just streamers. But I know that I'm super dope, but I think it's going to take people a little while to catch on to the fact that I'm super dope. And I think everyone should feel that way about themselves. It's taken me so long to get here to finally feel like, yeah, I'm the shit. I'm actually pretty fucking smart. I'm pretty fucking creative and I'm dope as fuck. I think everyone should feel that way about themselves and do whatever work you need to do to make sure you feel that way about yourself at all times. There have definitely been like a lot of things that have annoyed me about the content space that I want to see changed. But I remember one day I was like ranting about something on my story, like just something about content that I was just like tired of seeing. And like one of my friends was like, well, why don't you like do something yourself? Like, why don't you just fix it? If you're so bothered by it, what are you doing? And I was like, oh, you're right. I'm just going to do it myself because that way that'll inspire other people to make the changes that I actually want to see. Instead of me just ranting and venting about it on my story, nobody's going to give a fuck. But if I go out here and I'm authentically myself and I put 100% effort and creativity into everything that I do, that's going to inspire other creatives to do the exact same thing. And then we're going to see more of the changes that I personally think will broaden the content space and actually make it even bigger and even more impactful than it already is. With it now being June and like we're halfway into 2025, I'm already so happy with myself and the progress that I've made this year. I see a lot of great things for the rest of the year. I mean, mainly I want to work really, really hard with this content thing so I don't have to work a 9 to 5 anymore. So I'm shooting for fall, the latest. If I was bold, I could like quit right now and just do it, but I'm blessed enough that with the way that I have my thoughts no one asked for set up, I don't have to quit. Like I'm not in a position where like I need to quit. Like no, like I have enough days off, I have enough time management that I'm going to be able to do both at the same time right now. Keeping up a routine with YouTube as well, prioritizing YouTube, really all social media platforms, but also just mainly consistency. I see a lot more content, very consistent. I expect y'all to see my face more than you probably actually want to. I definitely feel like the rest of this year is going to be a really good foundation for me when it comes to this next phase that I'm going in my content. And I'm super excited about it. And I'm like, it's really good to actually say, you know what, I'm going to do this. I'm going to lock in and I'm going to just like do X, Y, and Z and actually fucking do it. And it's cool that I get to say it now, whereas before I would say, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this, I would do that, and then I would get off track and then I would get distracted. And it feels really good that I don't do that anymore. I make a decision, I commit to it. Sometimes the deadlines that I choose may not be that deadline and I may have to push it back, but it's still going to get done, and it's still going to get done in the way that I want it to. I really hope you guys enjoyed this season and that you guys were able to identify yourselves in a lot of these videos and that you're able to relate to them. I really hope you guys appreciated the way that I structured it, so it was easier for you guys to follow along with just where I'm at in my life. For season 2, I do want to challenge myself with editing. I do want it to feel a little bit more fun. I'm going to take my time to try to practice and figure that out. So I won't make any promises, but for season 2, definitely going to try to play around with editing, make it feel more fun. It's still going to be very intentional videos and keep you guys updated, but I do want to try to come up with something different for season 2. So I will see you guys this summer for season 2.